Hey YouTube! Yeah, so I'm going to start that big box of pedals, and I said I was going to work out how to use them before plugging it in. Not with this one, I reckon I can make this work. The Joyo British Sound pedal. So the guy I borrowed this off, I don't even think he's ever even used it, said it was in the... He bought like a pedal case, and that was in it. So let's see what it does. So I'm using my new solid state Carlton High Gain Series 2, which I've been enjoying playing the last wee while. And my FGN Boundary Iliad telecaster. Just using the clean channel, that's the neck pickup now. Bridge pickup. See, I'm overloading the mic. I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. Still overloading the volume a little bit. No, not much. Okay, it's still quite loud. It's just because that amp's 100 watt. It goes so flipping loud, it's ridiculous. Maybe if I turn that round a wee bit more towards me. Yeah, so this looks a wee bit like it's called British Sound, so I'd imagine it's kind of like Marshall Governor, maybe. Something like that. It does have a voice, which the Governor doesn't have. But it's a distortion pedal, and we're on. Middle pickup's best one. But we've got to try and see what the drive does up full bundle. Let's see what the voice does. Quite noisy, actually. Yeah. I'm using a telecaster. So voice all the way to the left goes. Neck pickup. Voice the other way. Be tempted to maybe call that like kind of like a tone control. I think maybe you're not meant to use that directly, like in the either extreme. Maybe a little bit. Well, it makes quite a big difference, doesn't it? I do have the reverb on. I'm going to turn the reverb off. Just pedal doing it. Wow, it's amazing how you get used to reverb. These knobs seem to be quite well, what's the word, positioned where they go. Kind of at 12 o'clock seems to be kind of normal. So you, the most useful, you're really going to be sitting with any of this EQ at full whack, either down or up, really, unless you're trying to do something really crazy. You know what I mean? I'm liking it, to be honest. Okay, you got to be careful with the treble. That might be partly to do with that amp and partly to do with this guitar though. You can't really be grumbling if you're putting a telecaster in the bridge position and then saying it's a bit trebly when you turn the treble too high. What my pal suggested, which is what I should have done, but I didn't do, was run a loop pedal before this thing, and then basically just stick in a wee simple loop, and then just fiddle with the knobs to see what it is it's like, rather than, so I could do it kind of in real time, rather than, you know, kind of trying. It's noisy when you put it up loud though. To be honest, the noise doesn't seem... It doesn't... There's zero noise there at the drive at that. Okay, it is making it a bit more distorted. It's one of those ones that's like, maybe it's this guitar and that amp, it's not doing a huge amount to it. No, that's not what I mean. I can't seem to get a bad sound. I like all these sounds. that. Just with it off. I mean, it is quite trebly anyway. Actually use a tone control on the guitar. Do I need to adjust the level? Having 10 minutes? Yeah, 15 minutes nearly. Yeah, so I mean, I like it. That's quite useful. It might be, as I was saying before I started doing this now, I'm using the solid state amp, which is a completely different beast to the wee tube amps I've been using. I think pedals work better with it because it's kind of quite a, I don't know, it sounds kind of, the sound it's got already clean. It's just very clean and uncoloured. So this sort of, okay, with the drive up really loud, but you can just, it still sounds the same, apart from a little bit of distortion, which is nice. Whereas with a tube amp, when you start driving it, things start compressing and flapping and doing all this crazy stuff because you're driving the valves. You're not just basically taking the sound you've got and making it louder or adjusting with it. The tubes, once you start changing things, the tubes respond differently. But that's it. I seem to remember having a similar thing with the Boss OS2 pedal I've got. It was a kind of, yeah, all these sounds are good. It's not like one of those ones that people, oh, just as long as you avoid, this knob and keep that below 5 or whatever. It just seems to be all seems to be fine. Even the voice sound. I would use that as a clean, that's fine. So I think I might actually just stick this on the floorboard just now. Actually, just out of interest, let's see. I've got so that's the. How different does that sound to the actual distortion of the amp? It sounds better than the distortion of the amp, doesn't it? Both at the same time. Adds a wee bit of spark on the top. I do of course realise what I've done there is I've now started thinking about stacking things in order, which just gets. I wish Pontiac the other night on one of our live streams mentioned something that was like, oh no, it wasn't knob overload because that sounds rude. It was just option overload, maybe just when you've got so many things to adjust, it becomes a bit overwhelming. It's like kind of like you get that wee bit like synthesizers. I've got a wee Moog, which is great because it's a really pretty basic one. So you've got like 2 oscillators, a filter. You've only got about 6 things to play with, and what you can do with those 6 things is amazing. But then when you go up to bigger synthesizers, those 6 things are there and they still do all the same things, but you've got another 20 things all altered. When you turn this knob, it makes this one do something different, and all these things. You know, it's very interactive. Yes, I'm just going to be playing this all afternoon. I might even have to do another video of it later when I'm actually. I don't know. I just kind of. It's all new to me. I'm liking it. I'm loving it all. So this is great. And Ian, dig this out the box and give it a go. I quite like it. So I'm actually currently waiting for my pal to come up, pick me up, and taking my old Panda down to the garage to get the clutch taken out of that and put into my new Panda, which is not really new. I've now had it 3 years, but it does mean that was been sitting there for 3 years. That's going to be fun towing that to the garage. That's why I'm doing a video, and it's in the morning. Okay, it's not in the morning, it's 1 o'clock. But there you go. Rock on. I'll try and do a video. I've got a Chapman guitar. A Chapman, yes. Completely never played one of them before. Know very little about them, apart from their Rob Chapman's one. This one kind of looks a wee bit like a Les Paul Jr. Looks pretty good, not plugged it in yet. So I might do a video of that just to break up the big piles of pedal videos. Rock on, catch you later.